All right, I want you guys to go support Piston Mike. Y'all go hit the subscribe button. He at 480 right now. Let's get him to 1,000, 100,000, 500,000, million subscribers as soon as possible, bid. Let's help him put it down. Make sure you go over there and subscribe. If you like the Pistons, you want to support me, think about sending me a donation. Best way you can help me right now is go subscribe over to Piston Mike and go help him get his numbers up, putting in work, hard work, smart work, dedicated work, consistent work. So make sure you go over there and appreciate that work. So remember, the name is Piston Mike, and I have a link in the description. If you have a problem finding it on YouTube, it'll be under source link or Piston Mike channel link in the description. Peace.
All right, man, we back. Got the NFC, MSC, NFC semifinals on, man, and Stafford balling. But we've been grinding out this basketball content. I mean, we talked about Imani Bates earlier. I got one more basketball video to come. I've been putting it off for a couple days. I think y'all really gonna like this video when I actually do it. But yeah, apparently the San Antonio Spurs might be making Dejounte Murray available. I believe they said it's something like maybe in the summer or next summer, something like that. But if you putting stuff out here about trading them now, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you basically, asking for somebody to come get him. And I seen some of him play. I seen him play before. And he one of those dudes that's on that short list of guys who kind of can be a pure point, that's kind of in a pure point guard, or in that list, Ja kind of scoring a lot this year, but we know Ja can be a pure, he can be a pure point. I mean, obviously Rajon Rondo, Chris Paul, it's a couple of them, Tyrese Halliburton, not these combo guards. You could teach them to be point. Now, everybody tend to believe the Pistons' biggest weakness is the big fella in the middle. I'll tell you this: most centers are part-time players, dude. Most centers, like the traditional centers, like the centers that's considered traditional now, considered the fives, the Whiteside, the Mo Bambas, and guys like that. Not the upper echelon ones like Cat and the number ones is like the elite levels is Joel and Jokic, but they think they've been most of the people that just play like Steven Adams, Lana Tunis, they play like 25 minutes a game, 30 minutes a game. Because everybody is matching up, they downsizing to match up. Because none of these centers outside of Joel and Embiid for real is gonna make you pay on the block and keep going to the well. Jokic can make you pay, but he not an abuser. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna abuse a good thing. He gonna go with the field. He gonna go with the field. How you feel and making the right play. He kind of like LeBron James of centers. But I think the biggest hole right now is finding a true point guard. I don't know what the draft look like, but I see a lot of swing man, like the four in between 4 and 5s, like Pablo, whatever his name is, Paulo, um, Jabari Smith Jr. You got a big fella in Jalen Durham, another big fella in Shat, and everybody saying, well, Shat too small. Well, he's a teenager, bro. Everybody don't mature and develop the same way. So I mean, like I said, as far as the big fellas, options out there. I mean, maybe when Thomas Bryant get healthy, Mitchell Robinson, Mo Bamba. I mean, there's options. Jalen Smith from the Suns. There's options out there. But Dejounte Murray, these dudes ain't growing on trees no more. He's 6'4" with a 6'10" reach. He can run the offense. Like, he ain't the greatest shooter in the world, and that's something that probably he get better at. But you look, he said, quote, there's been some chatter in the league about whether the Spurs will be willing to trade him, Dejounte, maybe not during the season, but next summer. Ryan Woodhurst on Dejounte Murray. So, like I said before, and you look out here and it's going around. Let me pull them up. And you look, and if you the Pistons, like I said, a lot of people call me crazy. I said, I'll take that same package I offer for Ben Simmons I offered for Halliburton. Now, not the first round pick this year, but a lot of people ain't aware they got another first round pick from the Thunder, which it reverts to depending on the protection, it keeps reverting all the way to 2027. Which if it doesn't fall outside or inside those protections, the worst you get is a 2027 second round pick. So in 2027, if it don't fall in whatever the protection is, you're good. But you got 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, and you got 6 drafts to get a good draft pick. So, when you look at it, for the Spurs, and maybe if you want to throw in a future protected pick for the Spurs or Kings, it sounds like a deal. The Kings already let people know that they made Tyrese Halliburton available for the right deal. So like I said before, so he's going around willing to trade him and all that, and I'm willing to buy because I know that's what the Pistons need. I'm willing to buy all day, every day. I'm willing to kick the tires on this guy. Now, as far as contract, I know he had an injury not too long ago. When you look back from that, he's 25, he's 26 right before the start of next season. You look at it, you got him for 2 more years at 16 and 17, almost 18 million, 16.5 and almost 18 million. You got some incentives in there, all defense, you got some incentives in there, but it's a bargain, bro. Hellbird's a bargain, cool with him being on the rookie deals, but this is a bargain, bro. This dude is probably gonna be a super max guy. This next contract, he gonna get the super max. The way he trended now, he be in the East where the point guard crop ain't that as dangerous because you got Steph, Chris Paul on another level right then and there. Devin Booker, the other guards. Eventually Clay gonna come back, and he looking good right now. It's tough. It's tough right now to get up in there. Jamal Murray out, but he will be back. Paul George and Kawhi will be back. Forwards or guard, whatever you want to rake them as. So it's hard to get in over there, especially when you look at it. And a lot of it is a popularity contest. So it's hard to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the East, it'll be a little bit more wide open. You look out West is, Steph, Chris Paul, Ja making his way, Devon Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Jamal Murray will be back next year, probably all-star level. Paul George, Damian Lillard. Jesus Christ, De'Aaron Fox is somewhere down there. Some years maybe CJ McCollum. Not sure if he ever made it before. It's tough. It's tough. You come out East, what you got? Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, maybe DeRozan, Kyrie James. It's tough here too. So Darius Garland is on another level. So, and as far as the Pistons and their weaknesses, I'm gonna get to a video. Maybe do a live on that. Maybe I do a video, then do a live another day. But the weaknesses, man, is a point guard. The reason why it's such a glaring weakness is simply because these guys don't grow on trees. These guys don't grow on trees. So you got something that's scarce. So something to think about, bro. But yeah, I like his game, bro. And balanced guy, fitness Popovich system. When he come to Detroit, would he be able to finish? I think he can. I think he have a little bit more free will in this system that we got here, man. 19 points a game, 8.5 rebound, 8.9 assists, shooting 45% from the field. Only thing that scared me about him right here is the free throw percentage. So career-wise, he's around 80. Well, career-wise 75. I need him to be in the 80s. So yeah, he tore his right ACL in 18-19. So 2018, but that scares me is the free throw percentage. That's what scares me more than the 3-point percentage, because they're gonna go hand and foot. So if he can get it, the only thing that really scared me, but I offered the Thunder one, and if it really gets sticky, a future one somewhere down, but it'd be protected though. It'll be protected, most definitely will. And I prime away, then you feel the hole right there. If they want Bay, they can have Bay. A lot of people don't like that. Ain't nothing personal. I just feel like Cade the most untouchable. They can have Bay, Jeremy Grant. I really would want to move off Olenek, but that'd be negotiable. They want Killian, and for a future point guard, they can have him back. Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing to do a deal. You know, I'm willing to do that, bro. And you know, I think he worth it. Now, if it fit, then you know you turn around. You ain't got to pay him for 2 years, so then you still got money. You ain't got to pay Grant because he gone. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Kelly Olynyk and Grant and Kelly Olynyk are top two earners on this team, salary wise. So, yeah, you ain't got to worry about turning around paying him. You know what I'm saying? Paying nobody. You can do what you want. You can pay Jalen Smith. You know, so what you feel fair. Um, you know, whoever you want to bring in. You know, but you know, Jalen Smith and Jabari Smith sounds really good to me at the 4 and the 5. Just my opinion. We talked about that yesterday live stream. Check it out on Piston Wild Live 101 playlist. You can find it ain't that far down the list. So I mean, yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I think it's a good fit. I mean, I haven't watched him a lot this season, but apparently he balling. But concerns me, he's always when you have an ACL injury, that a little bit concerning. But I think he bounced back with the free throw percentage, what concerns me the most. I mean, anytime you got high usage, you're gonna have turnovers. But for the most of his career, he's been under 2 turnovers. This is the first year he over 2 turnovers. But he really ain't played as many minutes other than last year. So, you know, so his team ain't really high, he a high ball usage guy, but he ain't really a turnover guy. People worry about um taking the ball out of K hands. I mean, it's take a time to mesh. But he'll make the game easier for Cade, and Cade to still get his. I mean, as Cade get the ball now, I think it'd be similar. When Killian on the floor, I think it'd be similar with Dejounte Murray. You know, I think the game would be easier for him. You know, then if you can hire Bridges, you know, Jalen Smith in the offseason, possibly Jabari Smith, who I like so far, I've seen everybody. I mean, you know, look up and up. But yeah, you know, I like his game, like him. If you had to say who I'm picking between him and Hale-Burton, I mean, you know, on the Hale-Burton got the edge because of you know he could shoot. But the thing about you know, they both on bargains right now, bargain deal. So if you put a premium on shooting, which you know it is in the NBA today, it's probably gonna be Hale-Burton. And he a little younger, he 21 years old. So it's probably gonna be Hale-Burton. You know, wonder how Hale-Burton got out the great state of Wisconsin to go to Iowa State. Ain't that crazy? He got out the great state of Wisconsin. You know, we made a joke about Wisconsin in the last live stream. So Hale-Burton is he has a qualifying offer or a club option. I don't know. He had a club option, I think it is. So yeah, he got 1, 2. So you can have him for 3 more years. So if I had to pick, I pick Hale-Burton just because he can shoot a little better. But I won't be disappointed with Dejounte Murray. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. If you financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video question, want to chop it up. My social media links in the description. Other than that, don't forget to check out my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Goodfella TV. Appreciate the love and support.